Have you ever pondered the profound wisdom hidden within the Anapanasati Sutta? This ancient text, nestled within the larger Majjhima Nikaya collection, is a veritable treasure trove of insight. It serves as a guiding light in the vast ocean of Buddhist philosophy, illuminating the way to enlightenment. The Anapanasati Sutta, or the Discourse on Mindfulness of Breathing, is a cornerstone of Theravada Buddhism. It champions the practice of mindfulness in breathing as a means to attain liberation. This sutta is a meticulous guide, a roadmap, that leads us through 16 stages of awareness, divided into 4 tetrads. Each tetrad represents a distinct aspect of human experience: the body, feelings, the mind, and finally, Dhammas, or phenomena. In this journey, we find ourselves at the threshold of the Fourth Tetrad, the Contemplation of Dhammas. It is here, in this final quadrant, that the sutta unfurls the deepest layers of wisdom. The Fourth Tetrad transcends the physical and the emotional, taking us into the realm of the profound and the metaphysical. It is a realm where we come face to face with the fundamental truths of existence. This tetrad comprises 4 stages of contemplation: impermanence, dispassion, cessation, and relinquishment. These are not mere concepts to be understood intellectually. Rather, they are realities to be experienced, truths to be lived. The Fourth Tetrad is an invitation to see the world as it truly is, stripped of delusion and misconception. The essence of the Fourth Tetrad, the Contemplation of Dhammas, is not just about understanding these truths, but about integrating them into our daily lives. It is about seeing the transitory nature of all phenomena, letting go of attachments, and experiencing the peace of cessation. It is about walking the path to enlightenment, one mindful breath at a time. So, are you ready to embark on this journey? To explore the depths of the Anapanasati Sutta and uncover the wisdom it holds? Stay with us as we delve deeper into the Fourth Tetrad that holds the essence of contemplation of Dhammas. What exactly is the Fourth Tetrad, and why does it matter in Buddhist practice? These are the questions we'll be diving into today. The Fourth Tetrad is a key component of the Anapanasati Sutta, an important discourse in Buddhism. It comprises 4 contemplations, or Dhammas, which are impermanence, dispassion, cessation, and relinquishment. Each of these concepts plays a crucial role in the practice of mindfulness and the journey towards enlightenment. Let's start with impermanence, also known as anicca in Pali. This concept teaches us that everything in life is transient and constantly changing. From the seasons to our emotions, nothing stays the same forever. This understanding helps us to detach from our attachments and desires, leading to a reduction in suffering, a key goal in Buddhism. Next, we have dispassion, or viraga. This is not apathy or indifference, but a freedom from the grip of desire and aversion. Dispassion comes from truly understanding the nature of things, leading to a lack of craving and ultimately liberation. Then we have cessation, or nirodha. This refers to the end of suffering, the ultimate goal of the Buddhist path. It is the extinguishing of all greed, hatred, and delusion, the root causes of suffering according to Buddhism. Finally, we have relinquishment, or patinissagga. This is the letting go of all attachments, desires, and aversions. It is the final step in the process of liberation and a key part of the Fourth Tetrad. These teachings of the Fourth Tetrad are not just philosophical concepts to ponder, but practical guides to incorporate into our daily lives. They provide a roadmap to navigate the ups and downs of life with grace and equanimity. Each of these contemplations offers a different perspective on the nature of reality and our relationship with it. They encourage us to observe, investigate, and understand our experiences, leading to wisdom and liberation. As we see, the Fourth Tetrad is not just a teaching, but a guide to experiencing the true nature of reality. How does understanding impermanence shape our perception of reality? This question invites us into the heart of the first Dhamma of the Fourth Tetrad, impermanence. This profound teaching encourages us to acknowledge the transient nature of all things. It's a simple truth, yet it's one that can be challenging to fully accept. Everything in our existence, from the subtlest sensations to the grandest experiences, is subject to change and dissolution. This is not a pessimistic view, but rather a realistic one that invites us to see life clearly, without the distortions of desire or fear. When we truly comprehend impermanence, we begin to loosen our grasp on the fleeting moments of life. We start to see suffering not as a personal affliction, but as a universal experience tied to our shared human condition. This understanding can lead to a deeper acceptance of life and its inevitable changes. Impermanence, therefore, is not a cause for sorrow but a path to wisdom. What are dispassion, cessation, and relinquishment, and how do they liberate us? This question brings us to the heart of Buddhism's liberating philosophy. Let's begin with dispassion, also known as viraga in Pali. It isn't about becoming emotionless or indifferent. Instead, it's a shift in our relationship with our desires. Dispassion means developing a sense of detachment from the objects of our desire, be it material possessions, achievements, or even relationships. It's about understanding that these things, though enjoyable, are temporary and cannot provide lasting happiness. Over time, this understanding fosters a sense of dispassion, a stepping back from the endless pursuit of transient pleasures. Next, we have cessation or nirodha. This is the natural outcome of dispassion. As our attachment to worldly things diminishes, the relentless cycle of craving and suffering, the cycle Buddhism refers to as samsara, begins to unwind. This cessation isn't a sudden event, but a gradual process, like the dying down of a fire. It's the calming of the agitated mind, the stilling of the turbulent waters of desire. Finally, we come to relinquishment, or patinissagga. This is the act of letting go, of willingly releasing our hold on the things we've clung to. It's not about loss, but about liberation. By relinquishing our attachments, we free ourselves from the burdens they impose. We unchain our minds from the weight of worry, fear, and dissatisfaction. In this state of liberation, we find a peace that is deep, profound, and unshakable. Dispassion, cessation, and relinquishment are not merely concepts to be understood intellectually. They are practices to be embodied, lived. They require patience, diligence, and courage. But the rewards they offer are immense. They free us from the shackles of craving, from the turmoil of unfulfilled desires, from the cycle of birth, death, and rebirth. These dharmas, when truly realized, lead us to a liberation that transcends worldly suffering. They guide us to a place of profound peace, deep understanding, and unshakable contentment. They open the door to nirvana, the ultimate goal of the Buddha's path. So, how does one apply the teachings of the Fourth Tetrad in everyday life, you might ask? Well, it's not as daunting as it may seem. Firstly, it's important to understand that the Fourth Tetrad of the Anapanasati Sutta is all about developing insight into the impermanent nature of all phenomena. This includes our thoughts, feelings, perceptions, and even our own bodies. By recognizing this impermanence, we can cultivate dispassion, cessation, and relinquishment, leading us towards enlightenment. But how do we do this in the hustle and bustle of our daily lives? The answer lies in mindfulness, specifically mindfulness of breathing. By focusing our attention on the breath, we can anchor ourselves in the present moment, letting go of the past and the future. This brings clarity and calmness, providing a fertile ground for the insights of the Fourth Tetrad to blossom. However, this is not about forcing ourselves to experience these insights. Rather, it's about creating the conditions that allow them to arise naturally. It's like planting a seed. We cannot force it to grow, but we can provide the water, sunlight, and nutrients it needs to flourish. One practical technique is to set aside a few moments each day for mindful breathing. It can be as simple as taking 5 deep breaths before starting work, or spending a few minutes focusing on your breath before going to bed. Over time, this practice can help us become more aware of our thoughts and feelings, allowing us to see their impermanent nature. Another technique is to practice mindfulness in daily activities, such as eating, walking, or even washing dishes. By bringing our full attention to these tasks, we can cultivate a deeper understanding of the Dharmas of the Fourth Tetrad. Let's not forget, this is a gradual process. It's not about achieving instant enlightenment, but about gently guiding ourselves towards a deeper understanding of the nature of reality. It's about transforming our perspective, bit by bit, day by day. Remember, the journey to enlightenment is not a race, but a gentle and mindful walk. As we conclude, let's revisit the essence of the Fourth Tetrad. This profound teaching of Anapanasati Sutta forms the cornerstone of mindfulness practice, illuminating the path to liberation. The Fourth Tetrad encourages us to contemplate Dhammas, the fundamental teachings of Buddhism, as we breathe in and out. Firstly, it teaches us to observe the impermanence of all phenomena, a key principle that enables us to detach from the illusion of permanence. Secondly, it guides us towards dispassion, cessation, and relinquishment. We learn to let go of our desires, to cease our attachments, and to relinquish what is not ours. These practices are not mere philosophical concepts, but practical tools for cultivating wisdom and tranquility in our everyday lives. They are integral to our journey towards enlightenment, a path marked by understanding, compassion, and peace. Thank you for joining us on this journey of understanding. May the wisdom of the Fourth Tetrad guide you towards peace and liberation.